Hey, my name is Ray Johnston. I'm head of strategy at RightHook. I want to make this video just talking about my experience with working with Valerio. So I worked with Valerio for about a year. He was creative director for our agency, and we worked pretty closely together on a few projects. Also, our teams interweaved together. And one thing I've come to respect about Valerio over the past year is not only is he logical, but what he says is 9 times out of 10, it's always based off of research that he has done personally. So you know whatever he says, you know it's true, you know it's factual. And if you ask him where, he can point to you what book or what article or what research he came to that decision. And over the time working together, that's one of the things I started to admire the most about Valerio is he is a student, and he's a student of his craft. He never stops learning it. He's always pushing the boundaries. I mean, gosh, he even has his own Facebook group just around copywriting, but he's constantly learning and updating his craft. And I loved the fact that every time Valerio said something, it was mostly backed in research. Another thing that I loved working with Valerio over time is the fact that honestly, he was very transparent. Like Valerio, he's the kind of person that he is transparent, so you know what you see is what you get, which is a great thing because you know that if when you're working with him, that he'll always be a man of character, which is a man that is honest, and is the kind of person that you can trust to give his opinion and his feedback on. And additionally, the guy is a copywriting master. I'll never forget when he first started working with us, as he actually wrote this article on a really difficult subject around attribution. And in the advertising world, it's really hard to explain to other people what attribution is. And I'll never forget, the guy did the research. He wrote an article that actually it simplified the difficult topic of attribution for other people, and I love that. In addition to that, he was also a great copywriter. He's helped a lot of our clients debrief and properly research their brand personality and their voice and tone. He even helps solidify the process of how we gather that information from a client when they first come on, and then how we utilize that client for ongoing copy and creative. But then also, he gave a really solid process for his team of copywriters that he grew, hired, managed, and built on their copy research process, because that was one of the things he identified when he came on is that we have to really dive in and get to know the brand on a deep, intimate level so that we can actually not only make better ads, or also better creative. So I just want to say that working with Vallejo, it was a pleasure. Honestly, I love the guy. He helped me a lot personally in my own life with even giving me feedback. For instance, there was this time where I was spending way too many hours at work, and the fact that he not only did he spend his time, but also his money to send me a book about why you should have better sleep and what that does to you personally, intellectually, and even spiritually. And the fact that gesture to this day, I'll never forget. And he's that type of teammate. He's the type of teammate that he's in it, not only for the company's success, but also a great person to work with on a team.